The workshop has a problem. After an off-camera project, this corner became a temporary storage area. And in a smaller workshop, every square meter matters. So instead of ignoring the mess, we will turn this pile of small plywood sheets into a modular storage shelf. But making a strong shelf from thin, flexible pieces is not going to be as simple as cutting some panels and putting them together. So the question is, can small pieces of thin plywood become something much stronger than they have any right to be? The easiest solution would be to buy a full sheet of plywood and build a traditional shelf, but that would miss the point. I already have a pile of smaller pieces in the workshop, and I want to see what could be achieved with what's already available. The problem is that 9mm plywood is not very rigid, especially when cut into narrower strips. Lay it flat and it bends easily. But when the same material is positioned correctly, it can become surprisingly strong. So the question is, can we use the thinner plywood to create a stronger structure? The idea is to form the vertical beams out of 3 plywood strips. Instead of relying on one thin piece, the strips would work together as an I-beam structure. Geometry can completely change how a material behaves. If these beams fail, the whole idea fails. The next challenge is making these beams from the small sheets in the workshop. A full-length beam would not fit. So instead, the structure has to be split into smaller sections, while keeping the strength and alignment. Dovetail connections placed in strategic locations should allow the individual parts to become one continuous structure. At least that's the idea. Now it's time to make it real. Because the material pieces are small, every available area matters. Some layouts are almost too tight, which means positioning the plywood accurately on the CNC is critical. A simple reference piece allows me to locate the sheets precisely and make sure every component lands where it's supposed to. One unexpected advantage of this design is that the small parts make the project more accessible. You don't need a large CNC machine or large sheets of plywood to create a capable storage system. But before making any conclusions, we still have to find out if the structure actually works. After cutting the final pieces, the entire pile of plywood is transformed into components of the shelf. Before assembly, the edges needed some attention. This is where the router table built into the new workbench setup becomes useful. When designing the workbench, I wasn't sure whether having a built-in router table would be practical, but after using it for months, the upgrade is paying dividends. Having the right tools integrated into workspace makes small operations like this much easier. This is the moment where the idea from design sketches becomes something real. The smaller plywood pieces were originally a limitation. Now they are becoming something much stronger. If this works, the interesting part isn't just the shelf. It means this construction method could become useful in future projects where material size, storage, or transportation is the limiting factor. But first, the beams needed to prove themselves. They feel surprisingly lightweight, but strength often comes from geometry rather than material thickness. It's obvious the beams would perform well when placed vertically. The real question is, what happens when the beam is laid on its side? The kettlebells barely made an impact, so there was only one thing left to try. The beam is not indestructible, but considering it's made from small pieces of 9mm plywood with large cutouts in the middle, the result is much better than I expected. This might actually work. The beams solve one problem, but the whole shelf still needs to become a stable structure. The connections between the sections have to be strong without making the design bulky. And without using a back panel, the shelf needs another way to prevent side-to-side movement. The shelves now have another job. Besides storing things, they're also part of the structure. The design is simple on paper. Now we find out if it works in reality. It's not perfect, but considering the entire structure comes from small pieces of thin plywood, I'm happy with the results. And the modular design opens another possibility. The same beam system allows additional sections to be added whenever more storage is needed. The shelf is finished, but the real purpose was always to reclaim the workshop space. While moving everything into storage, I realized some smaller items needed their own solution. So using the remaining offcuts, I made a few simple storage boxes, using up all the material dedicated for this build. Just another opportunity to turn leftovers into something useful. To make sure I don't run out of space again, I added another shelf section. The concept stayed the same: reinforced beams, modular connections, and a system that can grow when needed. The final details took more planning than expected, but that's usually where the interesting problems appear. The workshop is already a better place to work. The clutter is gone, leaving more space for future builds. But the most interesting result from this project wasn't just a shelf. It was discovering a new way of turning limitations into useful building blocks. A simple structural idea that could be useful for future projects where the material size or workshop limitations becomes the challenge. This also got me thinking about another storage upgrade. The improvised veneer storage near the entrance of the workshop has to change, and I already have another interesting joinery idea I wanted to test there. But that's a story for another time. Thank you for watching, stay creative, and I'll see you next time.